everybody. I hope you're having a great day. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. You might as well rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day you made. Well, it's time to do that do-it-yourself project. Remember, I've been talking about it for the last couple of vlogs, how I picked up 2 pieces from the thrift store. $19.99, good condition. Nice. The only thing is, they've been sitting by the front door ever since we picked it up. So it's time to get started. Get it done. Yeah. My husband is like, have you really considered how much work it's going to take to get this done? Well, I'm like, Jesus was a carpenter by trade. So I received the grace to be able to do this arts and crafts and all of that good stuff. So let's get it started. Let's get it done. Pray for me. Because I really want it to look good. Not half-baked, but really look good. So let's go. Well, I'm headed over to Lowe's. Now, Lowe's has a lot to choose from in terms of colors of paint, of course. But I selected paint that they had that, for whatever reason, maybe the paint didn't work out for someone or they mixed up the wrong color. They have a selection of paint that you can buy that's like clearance. So that's what I picked up. I picked up paint there from the clearance section. Even though I was looking for paint here, but when I looked at the prices of the paint, I was like, wow, this is pretty expensive, and I didn't really want to spend that much, So yeah, like I said, I was able to get paint on clearance, and it was like you see there, $1.25, and then another for like $5. I also stopped by the dollar store, and I was able to buy paint brushes, of course, for $1, and I got some gloves for $1, and they also had painter's tape, and that's what I picked up. I picked up a few items from the dollar store. So here we have the pieces here, and I'm just going over showing you how it's made and everything, and where I'm going to paint. And I moved everything in the garage. My husband and I moved everything in the garage, and that's where I will be working on this in the garage because I didn't want to make a mess. It was such a hot day. Oh my goodness, it was so hot. I think it would be better to do this in the winter when it's cold because it was so hot. Well, this is that liquid deglosser. I used that. I didn't really see a big difference. I don't even know if I was using it correctly. I just rubbed that on there to take off some of the shine, and I guess it worked. I'm not sure if it did or not because I didn't really see that big of a difference. When I looked on the cloth, of course, I saw a little paint residue there, but I'm not even sure if I was doing it right. But like I said, this is my first time attempting to do this project, and for all of those out there who's used to doing things like this, hey, I'm not going to even try to put off like I was doing it the way the pros do. So give me a break, in terms of judging, like, oh, she's doing it this way, you were supposed to do that. Hey, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm sure it's a better way, and probably would have been better to use spray paint. But hey, you learn as you go, and I was comfortable with doing little bitty strokes of the paint. Well, it was a paint and primer mixed together, and that's what I chose to work with, the paint and the primer that's combined, and you'll see how it turned out. And I was pleased with it. So I think I'll do more of these. It was pretty fun. And I was able to really think about some things while I was out there working on this. That brand of paint glided on like silk. It was such a difference. It glided on like silk. And I really like the feel of this paint. That was the one that I got for $1.25. I got all of this paint, and I didn't even use
the paint I used was probably about $5 for the gallon, and then well, not a gallon, it wasn't a gallon. $5 for that pint, and then also $1.25 for that sampler. And I was able to do all of this with that small amount. I started in the day, and I'm just showing you, by the time I finished, it was time to go to bed. It was dark. So my point is, I started in the day, and here I finished with that one piece at night. And then there it is. It looks pretty good, right? Yeah, I was pleased with it. Please. So here we go. The next morning, here I go. Let's get started again. So I went out, and it had dried nicely. I was able to go and see some little places on there I need to touch up. And I started with the other. And, that one had glass, so I had to put painter's tape on it. And like I said, I didn't really use a whole lot of paint. And so technically, I probably, for what I spent, averaging out to what I used, I probably only used total about $40 for this whole thing. $20 is what I paid for it, and about $20 about what I've used. Because, again, I went to the dollar store, and I used brushes that I got at the dollar store. And there you have it, all done. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you were inspired to take on a project, to do it yourself. And it was pretty fun, and I was pleased with the way it came out. So to God be the glory for blessing me to get through with it. Like I said, it was very hot outside. And and I'm pleased with it. So I'll show you later what it looks like inside. And God blessings to you. I appreciate you stopping by. Make sure while you're here you subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Blessings.